Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another one in my series of talking about a particular clothing brand. The last video that I did was on Cotton On, and today's video is going to be all about Dotti. If you are new to my channel, I would love it if you'd subscribe. I upload a new video every single week, and let's get on with the video. Similar to Cotton On, Dotti is another Australian clothing brand, and they're also fairly affordable. They are a little bit of a price jump up from Cotton On, but I still think that they are an affordable clothing brand. As a bit of a comparison, dresses from Cotton On tend to be like $30. Dresses from Dotti are a bit of a price jump. They're usually about $80, but you can often get them on really good sales. So normally if I bought a dress from Dotti, it would be around $50 or $60. They have sales on all the time, so I tend to not really buy anything full price from Dotti. If you catch them when they've got a sale on, which is a lot of the time, then you can get things for about 60% of the regular price. The quality again is a step up. It's not the most amazing quality. Quite often when I get home I do have to cut off the loose threads and things like that, and the material doesn't always feel the nicest, but again, if you're shopping in store, then you can just, you know, feel the material before you buy the item and just decide whether you think that the material is worth the money. I definitely think it's better quality than Cotton On, but it's still a little bit hit and miss. I wouldn't buy from Dotti online because I know that sometimes their jumpers can be a little itchy, but generally I think the quality is pretty good for the price that you pay. Their range is a lot smaller than Cotton On, so Cotton On kind of does everything. It does women's, men's, kids, swimwear, everything really, but Dotti it's just women's, and they don't do as much of the extras. Like, they don't really do sleepwear. I think they do swimwear, but not in New Zealand. I think they might have it in Australia, but they pretty much have anything that you'd see. So they don't have underwear, but they do have like trousers, skirts, dresses, jumpers, tops, coats in winter. They even have shoes, although they've got a pretty small shoe selection and I've never purchased shoes from them. The website is fairly easy to use, but it's not my favourite because quite often, I think because they are an Australian store, but quite often the things that are on the website I will not be able to find in store. But it's quite good just to get an idea of what kind of styles they have in at the moment and get an idea of what you might want to be looking for before you go into store. That's just the way I use it. I've never purchased anything online from Dotti. So again, I can't speak for the price of the shipping, I just don't know, or how long it takes to arrive. Anyway, let's talk quickly about their ethics and then we can get into the items that I have. So I'm on a website called The Register, and it is the 2017 Ethical Fashion Report. So it is actually from the last year, but hopefully it's still about the same now. So it's got 4 different areas that it looks at in terms of ethics. It's got company policies, knowing suppliers, auditing and supplier relations, and worker empowerment. And it's kind of like an ABC kind of grading system. So for policies, Dotti got an A+. For suppliers knowledge, they got a B+. For relationships, they got a C+, and worker empowerment, they get a D. So they're really good at some things and they're actually really not very good at other things. Just as a comparison to Cotton On, just because that's the other brand that I've done so far, Cotton On got 2 A+ for policies and suppliers knowledge, and then they got 2 B+ for relationships and worker empowerment as well. So Cotton On does better with their ethics than Dotti. Oh, and then they give them a final grade as well. So Dotti's final grade is a C+, which is like kind of barely passing, and Cotton On's final grade is an A-, so a lot better than Dotti's. So that is a little bit interesting. I'll leave the website down below if you do want to have a look for yourself as well. But right now let's move on to the clothes that I have from Dotti, and I'll let you know a little bit about the quality of each item as we go. So I'm going to start with the dresses because those are my favourite items to wear, and I've got a couple that I picked up last summer. So first up is this absolutely bright pink dress, which was just an absolute favourite last year. It makes me so happy. It's just such a lovely colour for summer. And it's got this tie for around the front, it's got buttons all the way down, it's just got little spaghetti straps, and I love this dress. I think the quality of this is, I mean, the material is really thin, but I think when it's really hot in summer, that's what you want. I think the quality of this is fine, like it's not amazing, but there's nothing wrong with it, and I'm pretty sure, I don't think I actually got this one on sale. I think this was an $80 dress. The other one that I picked up last summer is this one here. This is a I think it's meant to be a midi dress, but it's maxi on me. So it's navy blue. It's got little ties on the sleeves. It's got fake buttons down the front and then little ties around the neck, but I don't tie them up, I just leave them loose. It's got an elasticated waistband and then it's just flowy, and I love this dress. Again, it's the same material as the last one, so the quality is fine, but it's not super high quality. But again, it's super lightweight and it's great for really hot days. Definitely another favorite that I'm really excited to get back out for this summer. Then I have a couple of older dresses, so these ones I've probably had for at least 4 years. This one is probably my most worn. Would you say this is my most worn dress of all time? Even my most worn item of clothing.
Yeah, possibly.
Possibly. This is, yeah, I wear this a lot. So this is just a short dress, not super short, but like it comes down to just above my knees. The reason I wear this so often is because it's very modest. Like it comes up quite, well, not high, but it's not revealing in any way. It covers my tattoo on my shoulder, and the length of it is long enough that I can wear it to work, I can wear it to school. It does have a little opening on the back, but it doesn't show my bra. It stops just above where my bra strap is. And this dress, it just goes with so many things. It goes really nicely with jackets, but it also goes beautifully with lots of different jumpers. And I quite often wear it with cardigans, and like, it just goes with everything. The quality of this is better than the other two dresses, and I mean, it's lasted me over 4 years and I wear it so often, so it's definitely good quality. Now this one is another one that I've had for, actually I've had this for probably 5 or 6 years. This one was definitely on sale. I think I got this one for like $20, so a really good deal. I love the color of this one. It's just a really nice summery peachy kind of color. It's got the elasticated waistband, but then it's got the kind of material that hangs down over top of it. The quality of this one is good because it's got the underlayer and then it's got the chiffon kind of material on top of it. So this one is lined, which means it's a little bit heavier than the first two that I showed. I love the shape of it as well. It's a little bit shorter at the front. It comes down to almost my knees, and then at the back it's just a little bit longer. I think the reason this one was on sale is because it had a little stain on the front. I can't see it usually until I put it on, but it does have a little stain that I can't get out, but it's not too noticeable, so I still wear it. This is definitely only a summer dress for me. You know, you can't put stockings with a colour like this, so I don't wear it year round, but I do get it out every single summer. I only have one shirt from Dotti. I think I used to have more, but I got rid of them at some point, so the one that I have left is this one here, which is a beautiful bright red colour, and it's got the black kind of detailing around the edges. It's got a little button and then a little hole at the back, and it's a slightly cropped. Like, not really cropped on me because I'm quite short, but I think on a regular sized person it would be a little bit cropped. I just like the shape of this shirt, and actually the quality of this one is really good. It's not the really thin material like the shirt, like the dresses. It's got a bit of a texture to it as well. Yeah, I think the quality of this one is great, and I think I paid $25 for this one, so pretty good price for it as well. Moving on to the jumpers that I have from Dotti. The first one here is kind of a recent-ish purchase. You probably saw it in one of my haul videos earlier in the year. It's a really lightweight jumper. Beautiful yellow colour. I wore this a couple times in winter as a layering piece, but mostly I've been wearing it in spring quite a bit, and I definitely think I'll be wearing it a lot more in summer as well. It sits really nicely because it's got a slightly tighter band around the bottom, and then the rest of it just kind of hangs a bit looser. It's really comfortable. It's got a nice modest neckline. Yeah, definitely a really lovely piece. In terms of quality, I mean, it is really thin material, but I think the quality is nice. Like, it's not itchy at all. It's definitely soft material, and I do like the quality of this. Then I've got this jumper here, which I've had for a couple of years now. I love this. It's definitely a thin jumper, but it is, it's thicker than the yellow one that I just showed you. This goes with literally everything because it's grey, and then the blue and red hearts just kind of add a little bit of colour. I quite often wear this with my navy blue dress, and because the blue hearts are in navy as well, so it just matches really nicely. The quality of this is great. Again, it's super soft. Generally, I tend to just not buy the jumpers that don't feel soft. Dotti definitely does scratchy jumpers, and I just stay right away from them. I can't really remember how much this cost, but usually Dotti has a sale that will be like half price jumpers, or I don't know, they just have knitwear sales like all the time. So I'm pretty sure I got this one and the next one that I'm going to show you at the same time, and I think I got them for like half price or something. So this is the other one that I got at the same time as the last one. Bright red. It's got these button detailings just on the one shoulder. Quite a high neckline, so this one's quite good for when it's really cold in winter, and this one's also quite a lot thicker than the other two jumpers, so this is definitely one that I wear when it's really cold. And I quite like this to add a bit of colour into my outfit when, you know, maybe I'm wearing all grey or all black in the rest of my outfit. So this one again is quite soft material, but I've noticed I don't wash my jumpers very often, but when I get a stain on them or something like that, I will wash them, and I had to wash this one recently, and when it came out of the wash, it was just really bobbly. I've kind of picked a lot of them off now, but it definitely didn't stand up very well to being washed. I think just because it's that really thick wool kind of material that doesn't really like going through the washing machine very much. But aside from that, I think the quality is alright. But yeah, I do like it when my clothes are washable without damaging them. And then I have a couple of cardigans, so they are the same like shape and everything, they're just different colours. The first one is this cream colour. Again, you probably saw this in a haul earlier in the year. So it's a long, not a really long one, but like it covers your butt. It's got pockets on the front, which is amazing, and it's just really snuggly. Like I just put it on and wrap it around me. It's not like the old cardigans that people used to wear at school where you like button them up. Like it's not like that, it's definitely more of a snuggly one. So the cream one I like to wear when I've got colour elsewhere in my outfit. Like if I'm wearing my navy blue dress, I would wear the cream cardigan with that. Or if I'm wearing a really boring black or grey outfit, then I will wear the pink one with it. This is like a really dusty pink colour. I mean, it's just the same as the cream one that I just showed you, except for the colour. I'm pretty sure I got these again in one of their knitwear sales where it was like 40% off or 50% off or something. I definitely did not pay full price for these. And I mean, the quality, they don't feel as soft as some of the jumpers, but they're definitely not scratchy. So yeah, I'm very happy with both of the cardigans, although I've never tried to wash them, so I don't know what would happen if they went through the washing machine. Is that gross to say that I've had those cardigans for a year and they've never been washed? I don't know. I feel like I sweat into my shirts and my jumpers tend to be okay. And then just to round out the kind of jumper jacket section, I just have one jackety thing from Dotti. It's this here, which I always forget what these are called. It's not a trench coat. Duster jacket, that's what they're called. So it's this really beautiful like burnt orange colour. The sleeves are like 3/4, or you can roll them down, but I like it like this where it's 3/4 length, but the roll doesn't stay nice, it like bunches up. It does have pockets on the front, which is great. It's kind of the same length as the cardigans where it like covers your butt but it's not super long. And then it's meant to be like a waterfall kind of shape at the front, but again it just doesn't really stay in place. This is one item where I feel like the quality is very lacking. I still bought it and I still wear it because I love the colour and it goes with a lot of my dresses and things, but it's very lightweight. It doesn't add a lot of warmth, but again it's good for, you know, summer days when it might get a tiny bit cooler and you don't want a jumper, but I do wish that it was better quality. I feel like they could have used a better material for it, a material that just kind of sits a little bit better in shape. Oh my gosh, talk about things showing sweat patches. This is the worst for sweat patches. I wore it one time with a sleeveless dress and it wasn't even that, like I didn't feel like I was sweating that much. I had the worst sweat stains and they were so obvious. So I tend to only wear this with dresses that have sleeves so that the sweat doesn't go through. And then I have a couple of pairs of trousers from Dotti. I picked these up again earlier in the year, or it might even have been last year, just to wear to work. So I've got the grey pair. These have very faint white pinstripes down them. They have a little rolled up bit at the bottom, and what I love about them is the elasticated waist on the back, which is amazing, and they've got pockets, which is so good. And those grey ones, the quality is good. I have the same ones in a different colour. These are the navy blue, also with the white pinstripes down them, and these are meant to be the same thing, but the material feels a bit different. I actually prefer the feel of the material on these ones, but the quality is not as good for some reason. They're getting quite bobbly and they're starting to wear out a little bit, which is interesting because I wear these a whole lot less than the grey ones, so I would have thought that the grey ones would start to wear out first. But it definitely just goes to show, like, even though they're the same item, the material is different and the quality is less for these ones. But these ones actually fit a little bit better. They're like slightly larger, which is weird because I thought they should just be exactly the same except for the colour. Anyway, the very last item that I have from Dotti is my massive winter scarf. This opens up like huge, like a blanket. In winter I just kind of wrap it around like this. Oh, it's so snuggly. I loved this in winter. This is very soft, very nice material. It's not itchy on your neck at all. I think this cost me $30. It was definitely a splurge in terms of scarves. I've only ever had scarves from like the $2 shop or op shops in the past, so $30 on a scarf was a lot for me, but it was definitely worth it. I wore it a lot in winter and I will continue to wear it a lot next winter. In terms of sizing, I think Dotti is pretty true to size. I find in Cotton On and a couple of other really cheap brands I do have to go up a size for jeans, but yeah, generally I find that Dotti I can just get my normal size and it's fine. Anyway, that is all of the clothing that I own from Dotti. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope you found it helpful. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you haven't already, and I will see you again next time. Bye!